video you've ever seen. Okay guys, here's the WeatherTech vent shades. I got these directly from WeatherTech. They're a little more pricey than most of them that I've seen out there, but I do believe they are worth the money. I put a set of these on my Tundra a while back and I was real happy with how they worked out. I believe they take a little while to seat in, so some of the negative reviews that I've seen on them, I believe, were people who, when you first put them in and you wait a little while, if you give them some time, they actually will break in, is the best way I can put it. So that's what I expect to happen, so I'm gonna follow up with this video at the end. So anyway, we're gonna put them on and we'll see how they look and how they work out. Here's one and very important piece of information, and it's got a nice sticker on here to tell you that, but the very bottom edge here has to rest on the outside edge of the weather strip. So that it will fit into the car correctly. Okay, after you've taken your labels off of it so you don't see them later, make sure this is resting on the outside edge of this windowsill, like where the chrome is at. That's where you want it. So you set it there, kind of roll it up into the corner. Then you take the back edge, get it started. Then you're going to notice it's bowed out really good right here. You want to try to carefully feed this guy in. Takes a little bit of persuasion, but once it's in there, it's tight. I'll tell you that. There's no doubt about it. So properly installed, that's what you should be looking for. Fits right up under the edge here, which is really cool. I like that. You don't have to get the kind of adhesive sticks to the chrome out here, which looks terrible, especially when you lose one and have to clean all that mess off. When you go to roll this thing up, you do it in small increments. Try to kind of bump it up. If it wants to auto down on you, they got a couple of options. You can either have somebody help you push the window up, or when it gets all the way up, you could turn the ignition off on the car so it'll stop before it tries to come back down again, because you are going to get a lot of resistance from it initially. Oh, see what it did. That wasn't too bad. We're gonna let it sit like that for a good 12 hours and let it seat in. There you go, locked in. Good and tight. Right now I'm working on the passenger side, or right side. The best I can tell, the way these fit is you've got an edge cut back here. This goes toward the back of the car. The rounded part goes toward the front. This is there is a difference. This would be the one on the other side of the car, so it would be opposite. So it's got the, you do have a left and a right for these, even though they look pretty close to the same. Looks like that's the way they would fit. So we just have a little bit of adhesive, slide it up in there best I can, and we'll roll the window up. Back window ones definitely don't give as much resistance as the ones up front. All right, here we are a month later. actually longer than that. And as much as I'd love to tell you that these things settled in and fit right and molded with inside the door channel and everything was hunky-dory, it's not. I got wind noise. The windows don't want to roll all the way up in here because there's not enough space between the vent shade and the thickness of the window. So out of the box, I don't know that I'd recommend these. The back ones worked great. The front ones not so much. But at the same time, I'm not sure if anybody makes one any better than the WeatherTech so far as this application goes. I'm not going to go out and buy a bunch of different brands just to find out. However, in my case, I think I have an idea as to how to work around what I consider to be a defect in this particular vent shade. I'm going to take you through that now, and we'll see how it works out. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is that the issue is the window just doesn't have enough room to fit in the channel with this in the channel. It tells you just how tight it is. Now it is thin right here, but it's not thin right here, and also on this side right here. So I'm curious as to just how many thousandths of an inch do we have here. Have about 6 thousandths, 6.5 thousandths. Further down though, in this area we have 13 thousandths. So the trick is can I remove some of this material here down to maybe here to allow a little bit more of the window to fit. That's what I'm going to attempt to do, is shave off this extra lip here where it goes from 6 to 13 thousandths. Because the 6 thousandths, I mean, if you take much more of that, you're going to just have brittle plastic that's going to break. You really can't thin that down any more than what it is. But that I could. I want to see what we can do. Okay, so I've managed to reduce it's still about, took a little bit off the edge there. It was about 6.5. There you go. Well, anyway, so the bulk of it is down almost the same. I mean, I'm not dealing with the most precision tool down here, but give or take 1 thousandths. That's giving that window a little more room to squeeze up in there. So we'll see how that works out. I'm gonna do the other one the same way, and then we'll see how it fits. I think that's fitting better than it was. It was stopping about 1/4 inch before it got to the top, which is where my air gap was. It looks like it's going all the way up now. Whereas where I used to have to help it up, it's up there. It's such a precision fit that, and they really should have made that plastic a little bit thinner, and where they cut the thin part out should have made it a little bit deeper. However, it's all good. All right, here we are several months later. They have sealed up like they're supposed to. They are working like they're supposed to. The window rolls up like it's supposed to. However, I did have to do some modifications to make that work. Would I recommend anybody else buy these? No. Do I think somebody else out there makes one better than these? I don't know, maybe. I'm not going to go out and buy several to find out. I mean, I'm happy with them after what all I had to do to make them work. I'm happy with the fact that I didn't waste $100 on a set of vent shades that I wasn't going to be happy with. So they do make a little bit of wind noise going down the road, but that's just because I put an aftermarket part on a car that wasn't designed for it. So other than that, they're pretty good. So that's my video, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.